Hello, hello, hello. My name is Yvette and this is my husband David. Welcome to our channel,
The Common Sense Student.
where our tagline is learn it, become it, share it.
We believe in empowering others with common sense principles. So please give this video a thumbs up if you like it, but also feel free to leave a comment. But most of all, please consider becoming a common sense student by subscribing to our channel. One quick tip before we begin. Sometimes Yvette and I will present together, and on other occasions we'll present solo. So now our topic for today. Get out of your own way. Have you ever had a stumbling block that never goes away? It just seems to follow you around. Have you ever experienced that?
More importantly, did you ever come to realize that you are the stumbling block? You are the one who won't get out of your own way.
Imagine a promotion becomes available at work. It is a position you have always wanted. You have the qualifications, the knowledge, and the tenure for the job. But you never applied for the position. Somehow you talk to yourself out of doing so. And guess what happened? Someone else got the position. Someone perhaps far less qualified than you are. Someone who possibly you'll have to train.
Let's take another example perhaps. A love interest. Let's say you had a crush on someone for a while. You could even see yourselves doing things together, being happy, and possibly even building a future. Time goes by and you do nothing about this. The next thing you know, you look up and someone else has done exactly what you should have done before. They ask this person out, and now they're the happy couple.
Yes, and wouldn't you have been upset with yourself in any of these situations? Once again, you wouldn't have stepped up to the plate. You never had the courage or the belief in yourself to do so. And now you would possibly feel disappointed or upset with yourself because you really wanted the opportunity.
Yes, and unfortunately, you have felt this on other occasions and in other situations. You are the one that keeps getting in your own way. We need common sense knowledge first and foremost. What are the negative results of us getting in our own way? As you know, hindering yourself in any way is not a common sense thing to do. So, what happens when we get in our own way? We block or prevent our advantage. We hinder our growth and development. And we hurt those by rejecting the love and care that they have for us.
And we do this by procrastinating or not taking initiative, being laid back and indifferent, or disqualifying ourselves because of a fear of criticism or rejection, or willfully allowing others to discourage us. In this segment, we'll gain common sense understanding by asking the question, why do we get in our own way? It's about the inner workings of our minds. And in doing so, we'll be analyzing fear. Now, we must emphasize that fear is not the only way by means we get in our own way, but we must admit it's definitely one of the main ingredients. So fear is an emotion. It has both positive and negative attributes. Positive fear protects us, and negative fear hurts or destroys us. Our discussion today, however, will be focused on negative fear. Fear originates in our conscious mind, and we know that our subconscious mind is below our conscious mind. And our subconscious mind is where we primarily operate or live from as human beings. But when our subconscious mind has become dominated by fear, we exhibit negative behaviors like anxiety, flight, which is running away from situations, or rigidity, which is us not taking action.
Fear enters our minds in two ways. First, in the developmental years of our lives, via a parent, close family member, or friend, people that were in our emotional environment. The second is emotional trauma, something that has happened to us and has affected us negatively. And this can happen at any stage in our lives. When fear enters our minds, it alters who we are. It alters our nature and our makeup.
And then we start doing things to hurt ourselves. And in essence, getting in our own way.
Now, let's talk about some common sense solutions. Why must we change? It's necessary for our well-being and success. It's our primary responsibility to allow ourselves to be happy. And we must stop the reckless nature of the corrupted fear that we have.
Yes, and then we ask a question, how do we change? First and foremost, we must be honest with ourselves. Nothing will ever be achieved if we are not being truthful about who we are as individuals. Next, we need to do self-analysis. Self-analysis is looking within ourselves. It's introspection. But it also includes getting help from a trusted person or friend in our life who can help us to do this analysis. And also, it might include getting some professional help from a counselor or a psychologist. Next, we ask a question, the personal question, why do we get in our way? Now, it's different for everyone, but it might be based on identity issues that are rooted in fear, and they might manifest themselves as self-esteem or self-worth issues, or competence issues that are rooted or based in a lack of good communication skills, or you're just lacking knowledge actually. Now, you may go further and you ask, what person or what type of person or situation triggers this type of behavior? Or what type of behavior is exhibited in these circumstances? Is it anxiety? Is it flight? Is it rigidity, as discussed earlier?
All right, so now let's discuss some common sense suggestions or applications. These are short-term and long-term applications. To get out of your own way can be quite a complicated process. So here are just some simple tools that you may want to keep in mind. First, work on your mind. You may lack knowledge in certain areas. Read books, perhaps even go back to school. Listen to motivational material that inspire you to believe in yourself. Second, work on you. Work on your health, your attire, your hygiene, your overall body.
Yes, that's true, Yvette. And next, work on your communication skills. A, take tips from people who are good communicators. B, research information by perusing the internet or reading good books about how you can improve your communication skills. And C, do formal classes. No, I don't want to run you away with this, because a lot of persons hate the idea of going back to school. But we are not talking about going back to school to do a 4-year degree. It's actually possibly doing a class that lasts for a couple of weeks. Fellow students, this is about self-improvement. So we know you'll do it if you really want to do it. Next, working on your self-esteem. Working on your self-esteem and self-confidence. It's something that's extremely important. And this you can do by researching information about persons who have made accomplishments in their life by conquering fear. And also, you can make sure you have encourage people in your life to give you positive feedback about yourself. Things that you need to work on and things that you have made progress with. And also only have positive self-talk. If you're not going to talk positive things about yourself, what's the other alternative? I don't know of any. You can share it if you know otherwise, but you need to have positive self-talk. 4, you need to only keep positive people in your life. Only people who affirm your true nature or who believe in you. Mm-hmm. And next, get some help. Getting therapy can be your best option in dealing with things like anxiety. I suggest somatic experience therapy. And this has not only to do with talk therapy, it's also about releasing built up tension in our body's nervous system. And last but not least, mindfulness. Mindfulness is about being focused or aware within our present situation. It's not overthinking things, as I might call it, the paralysis by overanalysis. In future videos, we'll talk more about mindfulness.
We would like to also leave you with a quote by Steve Mirabali that says, "Get out of your own way. Stop the paralysis by analysis. Dream your dream. Wake up and then bring it to life."
That's a beautiful quote, Yvette. Thank you very much. Now, guys, we hope that what we have said today has been helpful. It's not perfect, but it can get you on the right path. And remember, healing and growth takes time. It's a process. So be patient with yourself. And also, please remember to subscribe. Become a Common Sense student so that you can also learn it, become it, and share it.